Hi, my beauties. Doing get ready with me. Got my little cat ears. If you want to see how this look is done, stay tuned. There's a surprise at the end. So you definitely want to see that. But if you want to see how I did this look, just keep watching. Hi, my beauties. We're going to do a little get ready with me. Got my little cat ears and the mega unruly hair. I've already primed and set my eyes, and I'm going to try a little bit of a different look today. Tried to get as prepared as I could. If you've seen my videos, you'll understand that I don't always have everything out. I try. But I just got a new palette, and it's the Beauty Glaze must-have, and this is what it looks like. I'm liking it a lot so far. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this for a transition, and then I think I'll deepen it up a little bit with that. We'll see how that comes out. And as usual, coming in with my Real Techniques essential crease brush. I don't remember now. I looked at it one time as closely as I could. Let's see. And I have my mirror here because, let's face it, I'm a little on the blind side. And it is magnified so that I can see. And I usually just kind of swirl back and forth to really get it set in there. And because I have hooded eyes, I always come above the crease, because if I just go straight into the crease, you'll never see it again. And as I get older, that gets worse. But for whatever reason, I had deep set in eyes. My sister doesn't. She also got the perfect eyebrows. Kind of not fair. She never had to pluck. And stay tuned to my channel. Oh, there goes my leaky eye. I have an idea for a video I'm going to do with history. And I think it'll be fun. And I don't know, maybe I'll try doing a look from history. Tell me in the comments below which historical look you'd like to see the most. Some of the ones that I've been looking at are like from the 20s And I've also been looking at like a Cleopatra look. But it wouldn't be authentic because what they used then we have deemed to be really not good for you. Okay. And then I have my quick change, and that's really nice so that you can just clear out your brush and keep using it. It does not replace cleaning your brushes because you have to thoroughly clean your brushes. That's important because you get bacteria in there and everything, and you can end up with a lot of eye infections and so forth. So definitely clean your brushes thoroughly. And you do have to wash the quick change pad. And that's like really simple because it just comes out of the little thing it sets in. And I normally do my brushes at least once a week. Sometimes I do it twice. It just depends on how dirty they get. Now with my sponge, I do that each time that I use it. And I use the Beauty Blender solid disc, because you can see there's tiny little spots still that didn't come out, but for the most part it makes it so super clean, because I hate using a dirty one. I have done it, I just hate doing it. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my, let's see if that'll focus. Be as small. I don't think it'll focus. Just a clean blending. I'm just going to, normally I do this after, but I just want to soften the edges a little bit. And this is one thing I've really been working on, is not having any lines. Just having the colors kind of just blend in together. And because that picks up color, I always kind of wipe it out. Okay. I swear to you, this eye was completely dry. And now it keeps leaking. Trying to remember now. Let's see. All right. This is the Makeup Revolution Mint Chocolate. And I'm going to blind you with the mirror. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to go in with this color. It's like an emerald. It does have a name, which, if I can find my glasses, it's called Compromise. Nope, sorry. I had it slipped. It's Poison Ivy. And then I'm also thinking of picking up this color right here, Rivals, and throwing that on top of it. Seeing how that looks. It's probably going to be a series of blending with various greens. Doing a collaboration on Instagram for Disney characters. So I'm kind of just getting a feel for what I want to do. And I'm coming in with the BS Mall. Just trying to peek a little bit to see if I get, it won't focus. Anyway, it's just a flat, let's see if you can see, flat color there. So let's go into the Poison Ivy first. See how well this is going to look for what I'm wanting. For whatever reason, this color is like so super soft and buttery, but it's wanting to go on patchy. So we're just going to try everything we can to make it not patchy. Okay. Then I'm going to come back in with my blender because I just want to see how that's going to look. It's a little deeper than I anticipated. So, let's see. I'm thinking. Because I don't know if that shimmer on top of this is going to lighten it up enough. And tell me in the comments below. Told you, doing a collaboration on a Disney character. Tell me below which one you think I'm doing. Because I have to the end of this month. Let's see here. I don't think that's going to come up. Yeah, that's definitely not what I'm looking for. That's definitely not going to lighten it up. So let's go into actually, before I do that, let me grab that poison ivy again. Testing it out on my hand. See what I could possibly get. Trying to mimic what I have. Okay, I think that will do it. We'll see. What I'm going to do is come into the must-have palette. I'm going to throw that green right there on top of it. I think that's going to do it. That is much better. And for those of you that are new to my channel, the tape is so that, because you can use regular masking tape, but for me, it was tugging and pulling too much. So I got this from Sephora. And I lost my Q-tip. My eye's leaking. I have a leaky eye. It's one of those things that happens when you get older sometimes. But, also, if you're new to my channel, sometimes I get stuck and I have difficulty saying numbers. For example, it's usually beyond 19, but just using that because I can say that with ease. Instead of saying 19, I would say 19. That's just one of the leftover things, because whereas I worked really hard at getting my vocabulary back, I didn't work so hard with saying my numbers. I got very lazy with it, because at the time I was working with regaining my vocabulary, learning how to write, that kind of thing. So just blending this out. Because the one thing that I love the look of is when one color just seamlessly flows into the next, even when they're not the same colors like what I have going on. To me, that's a much better look. Now, the one thing with Makeup Revolution that I can tell you, it does wonders with blending, as you can see. Next, let's come in on the outer V with the brown, and now for the life of me, I can't remember which one I thought was closest. All right. Keep a paper towel down here because I'm always dipping in. But I'm going to come in on the outer V with this color. Pardon me. I want something a little more precision. I will need you later. Normally I have all my brushes, well, not normally, I'm trying to keep my brushes laid out that I'm going to use. And this is a new brush set that I just got. It's M.A.C. I don't know. We'll see if that'll focus. I don't know if you can read it or not. Gotten this wicked cough too. Anyway, it's just like a pointed taper. And here's hoping this works. Thinking I'm going to want something with a little more detail. Because that's just a little fluffy. Alright. I don't even know what brand. I don't think this has a brand. It's just a cheap brush. But it's a little better at, yeah, that works much better, of coming in to do a little more detail. And let's see. And again, this will be in 2 parts because I still take too long. Yeah. And try this darker brown that's next to it. That's not really giving me what I'm looking for. Okay, that works better. I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to do that to the other side because I don't want this too awfully long. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Not that you really noticed, but I went ahead and did my brows and did the liner off camera because that takes me a while, and it was a good thing because I was using the Big Beauty that we got from Boxycharm on my brows, which I did yesterday with no problem. Today, all sorts of issues, and kind of messed them up, had to fix a little bit, but that disaster averted. And I did kind of clean up under my eyes a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I still have a little bit to do because I knew I would once I took the tape off. Because the tape helps a great deal. But it's not perfect by any means. And sometimes I go a little beyond the tape. I certainly was not good in kindergarten with staying in my lines. That was for other kids. This leaky eye is going to mess up everything I did. Alright. I'm going to come in with that lighter green and see how that looks under the eye. As soon as I find, okay, this will work. Now I lost my other, at my little double mirror. It's got a greater magnification and you see stuff you just didn't think you would ever see. So it's evil. This might be a little too pale. I might have to throw something on top of it. But now this eye's doing it. Okay. I did think of something. A little surprise giveaway. So, the first one, well, no. Whoever guesses correctly, I will do a draw from that of what I'm doing for the collaboration. So if you can guess correctly, I'm going to do just a little mini giveaway. It won't be anything huge. Just a little something for guessing correctly. So leave a comment below of what you think I'm doing. And depending on how many correct answers, because like if there's just 2 that guess correctly, I might go ahead and do both, but that's not really, but we got to make them even on each side. Let's take that other color in here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my NYX in, what's upside down? Zen. I need a new pair anyway. Which is this. Let's see how that looks. Not really caring for this either. Well, that's about as good as it's going to get. I'm going to do my mascara off camera. I'll come back. I'll probably have the rest of my face done because I'll be doing that video. Till then, I'm back, my beauties, with the finished look from the face and the eyelashes and lipstick and everything. Like I said, if you can guess the look that I'm going after for the collaboration, great. The lipstick, that will change for the collaboration though, because it won't be as bright. I love the red. I can't help it. I used to really be into it when I was younger, and then I got out of it. Didn't think I could do it again, and then I had one that was a little reddish, and people were commenting on it. And I was like, wow. And I found this and got it, and I'm loving it. But I'm going to bring you in close so you can get a good look. The eyes. So, like I said, if you can guess what I'm doing for the Disney collaboration, I have a special little surprise I'm going to give. And depending on how many gets it right, of exactly what I'll do. I'm not sure yet. So leave a comment of what you think. And if you're correct, I'll let you know. If I have multiple people that guess correctly, then I don't know. If it's just 2, I'll probably do something. Just depends. But if nobody is guessing, I'll let you know to keep trying. So, you know, we at least have one winner. Okay? So until then, Goodbye, my beauties.